Hi. Wow. You have already finished the first ASL video course lesson. That's good for you. Good work. Keep it up, remember. Now, I want to welcome you to Sign Enhancers Incorporated ASL video course lesson number 2. Remember how easy it is to practice with these videotapes. All you have to do is back it up, run it, and watch it again and again. And as you practice more and more, you will notice how much easier it is to recognize the signs and to understand. Oh, now the family's having breakfast. Let's join them. Come on. I'm hungry. Oh, you too? Well, the Bravos are now having breakfast. Let's join them. Come on. The family is enjoying their breakfast. And as you watch, you'll learn more new signs. But first, I'll show them to you. Cook. Eat. Egg. Toast. Cereal. Orange juice. Banana. Milk. One. Two. Give. Tell. Waiter. Gone. Set the table. Plate. Glass. Fork. Knife. Spoon. Napkin. Work. Do what? Wash. Help. My turn. Your turn. Yesterday. Now, let's watch. And now for cultural notes. As you probably have already noticed, the Bravo family is comprised of special individuals, all interconnected. They are warm and fun-loving people. This deaf family has a lot of enjoyment through their cleverness and wit. And many people tend to be surprised when they find that out about deaf families. Now, today's cultural notes focuses on two perspectives of looking at deaf people. One is the handicap perspective. The other is a cultural perspective. The handicap perspective tends to view deaf people with pity. They can't hear. They can't talk. They can't laugh. They can't live a normal, full life. This perspective tends to look on deaf people as having a problem to fix their hearing impairment. Now, the cultural perspective is much different. They see the deaf culture as people, a set of people that are equal and on par to all the cultures of the world. They have full lives. They can laugh. They have their sorrows. They have their good times and their bad times. Deaf people are the same as all the people in the world. Oftentimes, people think that deaf people have a communication barrier. Is that true? Well, imagine there is a room full of deaf people, interacting and socializing, facial expressions going. The room is quite noisy. Is that a communication barrier? No. And now, suppose that you take that same room full of deaf people and a hearing person who knows no sign language enters that room. Now who has the communication barrier? Who has the handicap? Who needs an interpreter? The hearing person. That person is not hearing impaired, no, but perhaps they are sign language impaired. The cultural note for today, I would really like to emphasize that all people and all cultures should be respected. Deaf people have a really wonderful, unique language, and they have a wonderful community of sharing people that interact and enjoy themselves with loving support. It is our hope that as you learn this beautiful language, you also develop an appreciation for the people that use it. With American Sign Language and the deaf community right here, you don't need to spend a lot of money to buy a plane ticket to fly halfway around the world just to learn about another culture. No, the deaf culture is here, and you can learn it here. Now, as you learn more and more about ASL and the deaf culture, there'll be some wonderful and exciting discoveries. So come on, I encourage you, take that plunge into the deaf world. I sincerely welcome you to it. And now for grammatical notes. The English language tends to place the adjective first, and then the noun, that which is being described. For example, I want a large milk. That's English phrasing. In ASL, it is different. ASL tends to put the noun or things first, and then the adjective follows. For example, milk, large, I want. Another example, in English, I live in a small house. ASL would say, house, small, me live. Now, let's look at the family, the Bravo family. And you see if you can try to catch those times when they use the signs differently. Did you notice how the family signed? Eggs, 2. Not 2 eggs. Toast, 2. Not 2 pieces of toast. Another way ASL uses adjectives is by changing the movement of the sign. You use your facial expressions and you use your body language. Let's watch Scott again. This time, Scott says the English phrase, very hungry. Let's observe how ASL expresses that phrase using a different facial expression, body language, and signs. Watch this. The last part of today's grammatical notes will focus on how a sign can be modified, first through inflection and through repetition. For example, this is a sign for work. If you repeat it, it means I worked for a long time. Or another example, sleep. If you repeat it, it means I've slept for a long time. Now, let's watch the dad. Let's see if you can catch how he modifies the meanings to his signs. Now, watch carefully. And now, I would like to show you how you can modify the meaning by placing the sign in a different space. Real-life activities follow the established place where you're doing it. Now watch this as the mom signs. Watch where she places her sign and how it changes the meaning and uses different space. Well, that's today's grammatical notes, how ASL uses the adjective. Now, I suggest from here on out in the videotapes, watch carefully and you will notice how ASL uses the adjective. Okay? Well, see you later. Remember, ASL is a true and full language, like any other language, like French or Spanish or the English language. ASL has many symbols, and these symbolic signs were created long ago when there was no sign for something. So deaf people created a sign, a symbol that represented that concept. It's the same as any other language. Suppose there is a thing that there is no word for, a word is invented. Now, as your sign language instructor, I add on a few explanations to each of the signs, but that's to help you to remember. It doesn't matter that it's iconic or symbolic or any other add-on. No, the point of what I'm doing is, as your teacher, I want to give you some tools to help you to remember the signs. Sign Enhancers Incorporated feels strongly that descriptions and added information will help you to remember. Now, are we ready to start? Hi again. Let's review the signs you've recently learned. Eat. Obviously. Where does the food go? In your mouth. Eat. Eggs. This sign reflects breaking the eggshell. Egg. Toast. This sign reflects the bread is cooked on both sides. Toast. Cereal. This is really a symbolic sign representing the concept, but there is another sign for cereal that you saw. It was this. Orange juice. The first part of the sign is the sign for orange. Now we're referring to the juice, so we add on orange juice. Banana. Well, that's perfectly clear. You're peeling a banana. Banana. Milk. This reflects the activity of milking a cow. Milk. Bowl. This sign follows the shape of the bowl itself. Bowl. Cook. It's like cooking eggs or pancakes. You need to turn them over. Cook. Give. Someone has something and gives it to another. Give. Tell. Someone is talking to another. Tell. Waiter. The first part of this compound sign means serve. The next part represents the body, the person who serves. Waiter. Gone. Something is not there now. Gone. Gone. Food. Well, what do you eat? Food. Food. Table. This sign follows the shape of the table. Table. Set the table. This is an action sign showing the activity of putting things on the table. Set the table. Plate. This sign follows the shape of the plate. Plate. Glass. Again, this is a sign which follows shape. Glass. Fork. This sign indicates what a fork looks like. Fork. Knife. Knives are sharp. Thus, the sign, knife. Spoon. This sign indicates how you use a spoon. Spoon. Napkin. Well, how does one use a cloth napkin? Napkin. Work. This sign comes from the old sign for work and has since evolved into the present sign. Do. Do what? This sign started out as a finger-spelled word, D-O, and has evolved into a sign. Do what? Do. Wash. For example, you have a plate, and you take a cloth, and you scrub. Wash. Who. This is an old sign which has become a symbolic representation of the concept who. Who. Help. Long ago, this was the sign, but it has evolved to this, help. My turn. Basically, this sign means you are finished, now it's me, my turn. Your turn. I'm finished now, now you do it. Your turn. Yesterday. This sign means one day in the past. Yesterday. Zoom. This sign represents how things, as they go into the distance, become small. Zoom. Now, if you'd like to, rewind the tape and watch the family at breakfast again and practice these new signs. Now, I'm going to tell a story, and you can practice reading the signs. Try watching it first without any sound. Then view it again, copying signs and facial expressions. Once there was a family. There was a mom, a dad, a son, and a daughter. The mom was hearing. The dad, the son, and the daughter, they were deaf. They also had a dog. Now, one morning at breakfast, Anna, whose name sign is this, didn't want to eat. Now the mother had cooked and gave Anna an egg and some toast, but Anna didn't want it. So what did she do? She snuck the food under the table, and the dog happily ate it all. Later on, when Anna was in school, she was hungry. Wow! You have learned a lot of signs. But remember, you can watch this tape again and again and practice as often as you like. Good work! Keep it up. See you on the next Sign Enhancers Incorporated American Sign Language video course lesson. Good luck!